Danny, a tough result given how well we did early on in the game.
Yeah, I think we started really well. We had good possession of the ball. We looked dangerous every time we went forward, and I think that we were unfortunate to go in at 1-1. To be honest, I thought that they had one where he's lobbed the keeper. Personally, I thought it was offside, but it kind of summed up the officials to me tonight. We didn't get anything, not one thing tonight, and it's not an excuse, but it's difficult when you're up against it and you're getting free kicks and people getting brought down and just nothing's given, and suddenly the fourth official gets involved and starts giving decisions from where he's standing in Notts County's favour, and I'm thinking, where were you when we were in the first half? So it's frustrating, it's hard, but we're 1-0 at half time, and you know what, we started the second half really well, and it's hard because you keep going back to the fact of we can't miss the type of chances we had in the first 3 or 4, 5, 6 minutes of the second half. We should be 2 or 3-1 up, and then you're playing against a team that would back themselves to get promoted this season, and they're going to punish you if you don't take your chances. And the goals, again, we've just gifted them 2 goals. I mean, the second goal was a great finish, but our line was all over the place. And then the third goal, I mean, it's a good combination, it's a great delivery, but we've let a runner go. They've played around us and we've not tracked our runners. So frustrating. I mean, I think I don't think anyone probably in the country thought we'd come here and get a result tonight, but actually I thought we would, and I was confident, especially the way we were playing, that we would get something tonight. And it's just a shame that once again our impotence in front of goal and our lack of focus in the last sort of 20-30 minutes has cost us.
Well, we looked good early on, didn't we? We took the goal through Craig's header, and we could have gone even further ahead with Ethan's finish as well, which if that goes in, the whole game is different.
Yeah, and I think if you go back to Saturday's game against Dagenham, I mean, the game should have been over after 60 minutes, and the discussions in the dressing room are all around that. We have to punish teams, and we know we've got the quality, we know we've got the talent and the ability to go and beat teams, whether it's home or away. But you have to take your chances, and when you don't take your chances and playing against a team of this quality, you're going to get punished.
And there was a couple of changes with Yanis coming in for his first start, and Ethan returning to the side. Firstly, how do you feel Yanis did on his full start?
Yeah, I thought we looked, as I said, for the first sort of up until their goal, really, I thought we looked quite comfortable, and he slotted there nicely, and we got on the ball and we passed the ball, and ironically it was us stopping doing what we were doing well that actually gave them the impetus, as opposed to them sort of threatening us. We just stopped doing what we was doing well, and it always confuses me when players do that, but I think that's unfortunately what we're dealing with at the club, and we have to keep working on them and try and make sure that they put those little things right.
And Ethan came back inside as well. He seemed to play a little bit further forward in the 2 with Harrison at the start. How do you feel he did there and overall?
Look, Ethan's a top player, and I think we rested him at the right time, and we that's a tribute to the lads who came into the side, because we won 2 games back to back without him. But he was ready to come back in. He was biting at the bit, and I feel for him because he should score. By his standards, it's an absolute sitter. Taking that away from him, I thought he was very good tonight. But it's tough. It's tough on a young lad when you miss a chance like that, knowing that unfortunately the weight of the defeat sometimes falls on your shoulders. But that's a part of his development, a part of his learning.
Speaking of his learning, Reece Miller came on for his full debut, an academy boy. The Aldershot fans love to see that. How do you feel he did, and what was the thing?
It was hard for him. He's coming on. We're free. We was already in the process of making the sub when they scored their third, and you're asking almost miracles of the boy to come on and do something. But he worked hard. He put himself around. He got good challenges in. He won a few good headers, and he looks like a menace. And I think that he'll only get better. So the thing is, that's done now. He's out of the way. Not a bad place to make your debut, and he's got that in the bank now, and hopefully that just adds to that little bit of experience for him.
In the game after the last game, fans are frustrated at the lateness of the substitutions. This time we made the subs a bit earlier. This time, obviously, they didn't make as much as they would like, but
I mean, as we said on the pre-match, hindsight's an amazing thing, and everyone's unbelievable in hindsight, aren't they? And we didn't feel we needed to make the substitutions that we did on Saturday. That was just how it was, and tonight we felt that we needed to make the subs tonight, and they didn't have the impact that we probably quite wanted. But listen, they're a top side, and you see the movement and the way they move the ball around. I mean, I mean, if any of the teams in this league look like a football league outfit, this looked like a football league outfit, and so it's always going to be tough. I'm just disappointed with the fact that based on the actual game tonight, I fancy we should have got something out of it.
And given the results around the grounds today as well, Searle went Saturday, is it going to be a massive game?
It's a massive game. We've got 8 cup finals now. We know our points total, we know what we want to achieve, and we've got 8 games to do it. And the bottom line is, personally, I'm confident that we've got everything we need to do that, but the lads have got to take responsibility and start putting the ball in the back of the net.
Are you in with a shot? For more information, click the link below. Click here for the next video and click here to subscribe.